It's him squealing like a little girl. That's why he's cutting it out.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I would like to see some of the things, especially for his most latest SCP series, when he finally did a couple more episodes in that. That was what got me into liking Markiplier. He really just kind of rushed. It felt like he just was like, okay, here's all the new stuff. Let's rush through it as much as I can and sort of get to the new stuff. Okay, bye. And then I don't think he's done another part for at least a week, which isn't a long time, but it feels more just rushed sometimes. You jump too much.
Yeah, I can understand that. So, Wubs, how are you doing?
Flying through Cybertron,
That's
doing
pretty,
Transformer stuff,
that's pretty sweet. I would like to do
Doing
that.
Transformer stuff.
Just doing Transformer shit.
turning
you know.
into a jet. Turning into a jet, you know.
No biggie, no biggie.
How weird would that be? If, like, you not only have your normal form, but you also change into something else.
This isn't even my final form.
Boo.
Well, come on, you literally threw it out there.
Alright.
What,
I think it'd be kind
Zach,
of
what would you
interesting.
do if you turn into Scooter?
A scooter.
I don't know.
You're
I
like
was
one of those
thinking-
mini bops from Transformers Armageddon. Not Armageddon,
Exactly.
Energon. You turn into
Yeah.
like a fucking skateboard, and you're like, what is my life?
Yeah.
Why was I made? This
I'd
is
probably
terrible.
commit, Cybertron suicide, or probably, Decepticon or Autobot suicide, whichever side I was on.
What would you be?
Probably an Autobot.
Nah, man, Decepticons is where it's at.
Decepticon. I mean, I would be Decepticon in Beast Wars though.
I never watched Beast Wars.
It,
It's one of those shows that probably looked really good back in the day, but I just look at it like, ugh.
it does not hold up. I promise.
It does not age well.
It does
no.
not age whatsoever well. Not like that is. It's not great. It is not wine. It is old milk. It is sour milk.
Yeah.
It's not wine.
Speaking of sour milk, I probably didn't tell any of you this yet. Mostly because it never came up in conversation until now. But I went into my backpack, and apparently I brought celery for lunch a week ago.
Awesome.
And I was like, why do I have a bag of brown water in my backpack? I was like, oh wait, that was the celery I brought for lunch a week ago.
Why?
Yeah.
That happened to it?
So it turned literally into water. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I look
Celery's
at it,
mostly
like,
water
oh
anyway.
my god. Yeah.
So then you
sense.
had
Oh
to
my
burn
God.
your backpack.
No, it didn't leak anywhere, but it was like, ugh, gross.
Get rid of the evidence.
Yeah. Like a moto.
Burn it with fire.
Burn it. I didn't know something like that. I thought it would take like weeks of being in your backpack to do something like that. I didn't know.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, how old? Like, how recently had you bought the stuff that you put in there?
It was pretty new. I mean, it was edible. Like, I didn't put like rotten celery in my backpack.
No, you have to age the celery just right.
Could you make a celery
Hello?
liquor? Could you do that? Like, could you distill celery
Probably.
juice?
You can ferment. You could probably ferment it.
Yeah. Would that be any good though? I don't think so.
Well, but you should have drunken the water. That was actually a form of vodka that you just threw out.
Gross.
No, thank you.
The mental image you just gave me is terrible. Ugh. Not even the mental image, the mental taste.
Yeah.
Of rotten celery vodka?
Yeah.
Moldy, rotten celery vodka.
It wasn't even moldy, it was just like a liquid. I'm like, what the hell
Well,
is this?
if it was brown, there was probably mold in it. or some type of bacteria.
Maybe.
So basically, if you had
Something
left
I
that for
don't
a
wanna
couple
eat.
more days, you would have actually had to quarantine your backpack.
I would have had to throw it away. Yeah.
That would be sad. Backpacks are pretty expensive these days, even the cheap ones.
But yeah, a good one,
This.
like the one I used for school. I used basically a military like grade packing backpack for school.
Oh, did you have one with like the webbing on the outside?
No,
different
no
packs and stuff?
webbing. It was actually got harder to find my specific brand, but it was one that had a lot of pockets, a lot of zippers, all these things. It could fit so much, and I've had it ever since.
Yeah. I like Swiss Army.
My brand.
But regular backpacks are just horrible. They have like one little thing, and I think they're still expensive. I don't know how much ones are now, but good backpacks like the one I have are really hard to get. Unless you're like on
Yeah.
a military base or something like that, like backpack supply store.
Silence, fool.
Yeah.
To supply these side terminals with their
Either that or
energy
I guess you're
content.
just gonna get ready to go hiking.
Yeah, I've quite a few good backpacks I'm proud of
Quickly,
to have.
You're starting a collection, are you?
No, not necessarily.
If you were gonna collect something, what would it be then?
Souls. Tasty, tasty souls.
What happened now? The Autobots have booby-trapped this room.
What about you guys? What would you collect?
Wait, are you calling us fools? or the Autobots
Body
fools?
pillows. I don't know.
Because I
Bah.
get the sense that you respect me.
I think that's worse than souls.
How big is your collection now?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I currently have about none.
Quickly, find the other power terminals.
I actually thought you were going to like say, "Oh, I only have like 2 or 3."
I only have 10. I've only used them as wallpaper in my entire apartment.
100% offline.
Is that
It's
why
like a
my-
padded
Your
room
mat-
with body
no,
pillows.
no, you don't own an actual mattress. You just covered a sheet around like 20 of them.
the waifu patch? I love that.
Why is that?
Yeah,
I'm
there's
quick with the otaku jokes.
straight up.
Damn it.
I think that Jibo robot though is gonna be something amazing.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Jibo
to follow
robot?
up on the link, on that link that you provided. I wanted to at least read more about it, see where they're actually at.
Yeah. Let me.
Oh, the Jibo bot, the thing we're talking about on the podcast. Never mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Did it!
As long as it transforms into a fighter jet, I'll take it.
Onward, Decepticons!
It does transform into a jet, right?
Yeah. The original goal for the Jibo was $100,000. They've raised 1.8 million.
The device must be inside that machine. Plant a dark
And then they
energy
So they
start
made
to
it.
create
power
the
cables
equivalent of a
activated.
guest,
Scans
and then
indicate
it would
that
just get
there's
taken
an
over,
envelope
or
of
we get
read.
hacked
Use
on a
dark
massive
energy to
scale by
corrupt
the
the
program
machine.
that's become like the other version of the AI.
Whoa!
That's
What's
all like
happening?
I guess the online
Precisely
version.
what I was afraid of. Cybertron is trying to purge itself of contamination.
What contamination? He means